in on Ryu means he's going to have a lot of kill threat and damage potential, and the response is for Keen to grab himself Victor to deal with that in the mid lane.
Yeah, I'm going to rely on that ward there to kind of cut off the gank from Lee Sin. Right now his top side was Someday though, and
Flash for Flash's first blood over to Phoenix1 as he gets right where he needs to be. He's got 3 Phoenix1 members coming for him, make it 4. Is he gonna be the one starting this off, tanking the turret aggro? Someday is just not healthy enough to survive that, and Phoenix1 with a good rotation.
Or surprise plays come out.
Oh, no! There we go, surprise Ryu, silence damage, kaboom! Vlad grabbing the kill.
So Big was not level 6 yet, so it's going to be more damage than the Blade build, but oh, Keen gets stunned.
Keen in some trouble there. Stand United going to be keeping him alive as Zig makes a grand entrance into the fight as Someday grabs the kill into Mike Young, and Zig now finds himself caught between all 5 members of Dignitas. The damage pours through, and Keen's grabbing the kill.
Uh-oh, the defensive maneuvers here from Team Dignitas turn it right out. A couple of good spells there, Ryu with just his ghost.
Ooh, Vlad in some trouble. Stand United comes in, but the heroic entrance will follow. Phoenix1 have now cut off Dignitas between them and their base. Trying to chase after this, seeing if they can get onto Big. The damage comes through, and Ryu will just delete him with the ultimate.
That's one, and they've got another minion wave used. And this Rakan with his flash available.
Oh, Someday off to the side. Dignitas, the initiation is botched, but now can they do anything else? They're gonna find the kick onto Arrow. Shrimp goes down, Arrow somehow still stays alive, and Dignitas has made some critical errors. Big over the wall to escape. But they barely miss out killing the enemy AD carry, and Shrimp's enough to keep Arrow living. 1-0 and 2 on this Ash, but now I think I spoke a little bit too soon, Kobe. They jump right back onto him. This time the damage is there. Big's gonna be ulted by the Shen just to make sure.
Try and regain some territory on the map, but Galio has to be close even to ult.
Damage coming in, knock up onto Ryu, who's gonna be bursted low and taken down. Lod grabbing the kill as the damage continues, but Lod has now found himself killed off. Zig knocked up, Dig knocked up, Big knocked up into the air as Shrimp has to now retreat, and Dignitas has found themselves routed. The turnaround from Phoenix1 as Someday's trying to stop this damage. The shutdown onto Mike Young. It's a 2 for 3. Keen and Someday, the last 2 remaining for Dignitas, will try to fight this out. Keen's got the damage, and Zig will fall, and the arrows will fly back into Dignitas' bodies. Arrow not quite going to be taunted up, but Keen is chasing this down. The laser doesn't find the mark. Someday is one hell of a big brick wall to try to get past, though. Taunt not finding its mark again. Keen continuing the chase, not quite with the damage, and there it is. Dignitas will ultimately come out on top.
Oh, what an incredibly close.
Just what you were talking about, Kobe. You give away those vision lines, you give up those control wards, and Dignitas just takes what they want.
And they basically were able to earn this Baron, but now
stun comes out onto Big, who's got to get himself back. Syndra ult not quite going to find the damage, the charm, the damage, the chain CC. Zig now finding himself bursted down. Keen going unstoppable as they find a double kill for their mid laner, and Dignitas will push 5v3.
Oh, the other thing about Rakan is he has a lot of defenses as well, able to jump right back to his team there. And if you watch the team fight, Laud actually didn't open up from his stealth until the very last auto attack for the last kill there, because he was kind of zoning the backline with the intended threat of the Twitch. The longer you say stealth, you know, the more difficult it is for Ryu to use his stun without having to worry about a Twitch killing him, and the more difficult it is for the backline to really commit to that fight.
Sometimes it's not the damage that gets you, it's the threat of the damage instead. Enough to make you psych yourself out and stay too far away to save your teammates, and that costs Phoenix1 a mid lane inhibitor.
And while Laud is staying invisible, you know, kind of providing that unseen force it.
Ooh, good stun there onto Keen. Big jumping into the fight. He's got the charms onto multiple people, but now they still got to try to disengage this one. Big getting himself killed. Dignitas backs away with the remaining members alive, but they're still buying time for Someday. The blue inhibitor respawns mid lane. The bottom lane one's still just going to get beat on with these Thunder Sticks.
Yeah, the problem with Titanic Hydra is it doesn't actually help you kill structures very quickly, because the on-hit damage does not apply to structures. It's got a tiny bit of attack damage, and you're mostly health. So it takes Someday a while, but he eventually does get that inhibitor, and now he's working on number 2.
Trying to get this as quick as possible. It's going to be a few more thumps.
That's why you don't see construction workers with Thunder Sticks.
Lod's gonna come in there though. He's got the tools to make this a bit scarier.
Yes, he does.
He'll
Twitch
join up with
pops
Someday, and these guys are not even worried about inhibitors anymore. They popped the Twitch ulti going for the Nexus turrets, and now all Keen and Strip have to do is stop the back. It's gonna be GG for Dignitas. No fight will happen from this. Lod and Someday, two-man, will take down the Nexus. The damage comes through, it won't do a thing, and Dignitas has game 1.